exploring lakes, rivers, and reservoirs across the country with an unyielding goal to enlighten viewers from a fisheye perspective. Come along and we'll investigate the habitat. Much more than a fishing show, this is an eye-opening aquatic experience. Welcome to Kim Stricker's Hook and Look, Season 14. Indian River, Michigan, a regular destination for hook and look, is legendary for yielding oversized smallmouth bass. This week, Kim has prepared a summary of time-tested seasonal smallmouth patterns, each proven consistent for catching tanks in the northern promised land.
Indian River, baby.
Let me tell you about a place I go, I-75 exit 310. It's where I want to be. It's more than just a home to me. Summer boating through the spreads, swans and loons swimming round my head, and winter trails on my sled. More than once I have said my wheels keep turning. I keep yearning for that river, Indian River. Bird and mullet, so they say, the heart of the inland waterway. Boating, trolling makes my day, kicking back and I'm okay. And now I'm wishing I'm going fishing on that river, Indian River. When it get close to 3:10, you know the fun's about to begin. Hit the beach and take a swim. The green docks that jump right in that river, the Indian River.
That's my entertaining and vastly talented high school buddy, Mike Ridley. Most Michiganders know Mike as the Michigan Man for his song with the same title. But I am especially fond of his Exit 310 tune and the community it defines, Indian River, Michigan. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us. I've said it before, Indian River is one of Michigan's most welcoming and accommodating communities to fishermen, and definitely one of my favorite places to search for trophy-sized smallmouth bass. So what I'm going to do today is provide you with an overview of productive patterns to employ throughout the year, from pre-spawn to late fall. That way you'll know what to expect and plan for depending on what month you visit the region. Let's begin with pre-spawn, late April, early May. In spring, when the water temperature reaches the mid-40s, smallmouth bass will begin to migrate from the deep and suspend along steeper break lines adjacent to spawning flats. It would be remiss of me if I didn't mention that in regard to weather, this can be an unpredictable time of year, meaning it can still snow. But it's at this time those big, fat, pre-spawn females will begin to feed. However, they normally won't aggressively chase. My go-to lure during this period is a suspending jerkbait, and I work it with a slow cadence, which first gets their attention. But most important, it's imperative that you allow the bait to suspend motionless for several seconds to slowly allure the fish into taking the bait.
Yeah, oh, got it. Big fish, big fish, big fish. Look at this in the water. Oh, what a giant. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the size of that smallmouth. Oh, get over here. Get over here, baby. Oh, that's the kind of fish we're looking for. Oh, man. Look at the fat that thing is. Look at that nice fatty. Finally, got a nice big, thick one. This KVD jerkbait is so ideal for this time of year because it suspends so nicely. That's one of the key deals, is you got to have a jerkbait that suspends.
Coming up, we'll discuss the spawn. right after this. This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures, Power Pole, Total Boat Control, and by AquaView, reinventing underwater cameras. In the coming weeks, when the water temp climbs into the mid-50s, the smallmouths will proceed up on the flats and the males will begin fanning nests. Often, these nests are located next to submerged objects like sunken logs, which are remnants of Michigan's historic logging era. Zebra mussel encapsulated boulders are another key whereabouts for beds. The nests can also be found scattered throughout pencil reed flats. The males prepare the beds and will begin safeguarding thereafter. Although the passing of unstable weather fronts can be expected at this time and will often pull them away, delaying the spawn, this is when Kim relies on the subtlety of a weightless soft plastic jerkbait, which has regularly yielded outstanding results.
There's one right there. There's one right there. Oh, nice fish. Nice fish. I need a longer arm. There we go. That's a nice Indian River smallmouth to start out with. Look at that stud. Look at the width. Well, what we had to do was pick one of the smaller lakes. It was just ridiculous wind, and I couldn't get a bite out on mullet. Look at the size of these fish up here. I mean, that's the beauty of Indian River, is that there are smaller lakes. When the wind blows, you've got some place to go, and look at the quality fish all these lakes have. This is incredible.
As the weather patterns stabilize, the smallmouths will pair up, lock down on the nest, and spawn. Afterwards, their focus will be on the bottom as they begin to guard their eggs. This is when a small bottom bouncing bait like a tube bait, or in this case, a 4-inch Rage Menace grub, will easily provoke a strike.
Sight fishing for bass while on the nest has and always will be a controversy among anglers. Some feel the technique is unethical, taking advantage of the fish during this vulnerable stage. Yet Michigan regulations offer a catch and immediate release season throughout the entire year for bass, which during the spawn is crucial. The fish, when caught, are immediately released and can resume their parental duties on the nest. For the most part, this activity seems to be tolerable to the species, and anglers, including myself, are enjoying the enhanced opportunity. And local economies are appreciating the benefit as well. However, with that said, when Michigan's catch and take season opens up, the bass in this northern region of the state have just begun guarding eggs from predation. And when taking into consideration the number of invasive predators, permanently removing these guarding fish during this window is likely jeopardizing the population. From my experience and underwater point of view, it's my opinion that it would be less of a detriment if the catch and take season be delayed in this northern region until July 1st. And I feel the Michigan DNR should take action now, before it's too late. Let's all do what we can to preserve the smallmouth population in these precious waters that grow giants. There's a nice bed right here that is holding a good one. And let's see if he'll jump on my menace grub. Get it right in front of his nose and I'm gonna pop it. That's what it took. That's what it took. Oh, look at that beautiful fish.
Yes, ooh. Come on, jump for the camera, that's it. Oh, yes. Another solid mullet lake smallmouth. You go right back down to your bed, and I'll go find another one. That's him over the side, I think, right there. Yeah, it is. Throwing past the bed, it falls, and tails just move like crazy. He's a big challenge too. He's a good one. He wanted that menace grub. Oh, look at that. Look at that pig. Indian River pig. That is a thick football. Now he ate the menace grub. Menace grub on a jointed structure head. We'll talk about that a little detail later. But right now, Indian River.
If you like what you see, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And be sure to tell your friends. As summer begins and the month of July approaches, some smallmouth can still be found protecting their fry, which seek refuge within scattered weed beds. Concurrently, another probable event will commence: the annual mayfly hatch.
Hexagena lambata.
Each year, these aquatic insects will emerge, molt, mate, and lay their eggs back in the lake. Then they die. Predictably, the post-spawn smallmouths take advantage of the smorgasbord, and their focus abruptly shifts towards the surface. A topwater lure like Strike King's KVD Splash Jr. is a sensible choice. Likewise is the weightless caffeine shad.
Man, look at them flies everywhere. There's one. There's one. Not a bad one at all. Oh, look at right in the midst of all the flies. Look at that. Oh, yes. Very nice. Come over my net. There you go. Not a bad fish at all. Get him out of the net. Ah. Very nice. Nice chunky mullet lake smallmouth. When they get off the bed and the flies start hatching, that whole transition of them moving, they move around these little humps and areas where there's scattered grass, some sand grass with maybe a little bit of cabbage here and there or milfoil. But they like eating them flies. He come up for it. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Throughout the summer months, you can still catch quality fish, but it's spottier, with one fish here and there. Smallmouths can be found cruising around points, drops, and sandgrass ditches. Round gobies are abundant here, making a bottom-hugging tube bait a staple presentation. On a previous summer shoot, Kim, along with his friend and Indian River guide Marcel Veenstra, verified the method.
You don't get a lot of bites a lot of the time, but if you fish hard, they'll come, and usually you get rewarded somewhere with a big fish.
Right. There we go, right there. There we go. Oh. I know what these fish are like here. Oh, they're nice. Ooh, man, it's an Indian River special.
That's a good fish.
It's a real nice fish. Oh, here he comes. Look at that. Oh, yes. An Indian River stud. Oh, look at that chub.
Indisputably, among bass fishermen, this is the main attraction here in Indian River and draws anglers from all over the country. The inexplicable expectation, knowing that each cast could possibly produce your personal best smallmouth bass.
And he wanted that little 2 3/4 incher coffee tube, that little baby.
Look at that belly.
Look at how chunky. That'll start us out. Good going, Marcel. Another one of them dandies.
They're all dandies.
They're all dandies, aren't they? That's the thing about fishing up here, man, I'm telling you. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at that, look at that. Oh,
Very
I just
nice.
love that kind of action.
Very nice. Jump into this.
Jump into that, will you? Oh, that's a dandy, Marcel.
Look at that smallie.
What a stud.
Oh my God.
Coffee tube, but look
Yep.
at that 2 3/4 inch. Little bitty.
That's what they're eating out here, these small little coffee tubes. Perfect colors, goby imitation with that little bit of purple in there, green pumpkin.
That's magic goby.
And that's the end reward.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more Hook and Look.
Up next, the awaited late fall bite. Stay tuned. This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Seagar. Trust Seagar when everything is on the line. The original O-Wacky tool, your soft bait's best mate. Trick Step, because getting in and out of your trailered boat should be easy. And by Indian River, Michigan Tourist Bureau. Pure waters, pure trails, pure north. Mid-October in Indian River, Michigan. Unquestionably a picturesque season. Yet unpredictable weather patterns should be expected as in the springtime. Blue skies and gentle autumn breezes can quickly change overnight, whipping up ocean-like swells on Burt and Mullet the following morning.
Keep in mind, too, that the wind and weather can improve overnight as well, as it did for Marcel and me on a shoot back in 2015. Some of the biggest smallmouths of the year can be caught out here in late fall, and the thought of that likelihood is well worth dodging around some inclement weather.
You know, with each cast, I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm letting it sink to the bottom. Sometimes they'll hit directly off that bottom, or they'll hit, you know, a little bit higher in the water column, and that's something that we have to figure out each day. There's one.
There we go.
Gotta love this.
This is awesome. Biggin, 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 biggin.
Feels good.
Good job, Marcel.
Come on.
Oh, look at that giant. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Umbrella
The umbrella
rig.
rig does it, baby. Look at this fish. Man. Oh my God, he ate the umbrella rig. Oh my goodness.
Let me help you out here. That is a dandy, Marcel. The wind,
You gotta love it, man, when you get him like this big fat tank like that.
the wind lied down enough this morning. Good deal. Look at that pig.
You gotta love these northern Michigan giants.
Come mid-October, schools of big smallies can be found tightly grouped off rocky points and inside turns in 15 to 30 foot of water. Marcel and I shrewdly surveyed the area we were fishing with a handheld AquaView Micro 5, using its built-in DVR to record the video you're looking at now. And as you can see, the camera gives you a clear visual of the habitat and its inhabitants, providing valued information in great detail, complementing your mainstream electronics.
There's one right there. Oh man, he slammed it. He slammed it. Oh. Ooh, umbrella rig. Oh, another pig.
another.
Another. Oh man, this is cool. What that is on this tour grade tungsten umbrella rig is a swim and shiner. That's Strike King swim and shiner. And this actually comes in a kit. This is an umbrella rig kit that has 5 jig heads. These are 1/4 ounce. 5 jig heads and 5 swim and shiners. And Indian River, baby.
Honestly, if you're interested in catching an average of quality size smallmouths, you need to treat yourself and come fish the lakes around Indian River, Michigan. Not only does this region grow giants, this is without a doubt a fisherman-friendly community offering a variety of accommodations to suit your needs. Conventional hotels with pool and plenty of parking, clean mom and pop owned motels who personally go out of their way to cater to their guests. Comfortable cabins, some even riverside with boat docking and boat rental. You can find a map and an entire accommodations listing on the Indian River Tourist Bureau website. So check it out and check in. And be sure to tell them Hook and Look sent you. We'll see you next week on
Hook and Look.
Hook and Look is a Kim Stricker production.